Hey guys, and welcome back to theCubicle. Today I'm going to be unboxing the Rubik Speed Cube 2x2 from theCubicle. So let's just go ahead and get into this package here. The cube that I'm going to be unboxing today is a new release from Rubiks. It is a 2x2 made in collaboration with GAN, much like their 3x3 in collaboration with GAN, which is right here. This is the Rubik Speed Cube 3x3, and overall it's a decent cube. It's not the best speed cube in the world, but it's definitely good for a beginner speed cube. It's around $20, which makes it a little bit expensive, but it has these nice tiles. It's very durable, it's very hard to take apart. So that's kind of what I'm expecting for this Rubik Speed Cube 2x2. You can see here they have this nice fancy packaging with the clear plastic and the cube at the angle and everything. They're advertising tough tiles, which is what I was just talking about earlier with how durable this cube is, as well as effortless turning. But let's go ahead and get into it. By the way, you can get this cube at theCubicle. The link to that will be down in the description. It's currently $13, which I guess isn't too bad of a price for this cube. I know some speed cubes can get super duper expensive, and that's not quite what this cube is trying to be, but at the same time, it's not some super duper low-end budget cube. It'll definitely last quite a long time. Anyway, this cube does have the nice high quality built-in tiles of the 3x3 version that will definitely outlast the puzzle itself. As you can see, the shades are pretty similar. I think that yellow is maybe a tiny bit different, but it's pretty much the same. Pretty much standard shades for a Rubik's puzzle. So let's just get right into the first turn. So I'm not really expecting a lot for a Rubik's puzzle, but honestly, this cube feels better than I would have expected. It's rather fast, it's very fluid, just like a GAN puzzle. But yeah, it is quite a bit nicer, quite a bit more like a Speed Cube 2x2 than I would have expected. It still does have that extreme stability and like controllability and kind of the blocky feeling that you get in the Rubik's 3x3. But honestly, I prefer this cube more as a 2x2 than I preferred the 3x3 as a 3x3. There's definitely a distinct feel to the turning. It kind of just has that ultra smooth Rubiksy type plastic to it that just kind of makes everything kind of slide together, and it makes it really fluid. Let's just do a real quick solve on it. So go ahead and get yellow, and then get white, and then do PBL. We got a checker pattern at the end there. So yeah, honestly, it kind of has that Rubik's turning quality that you would expect, but at the same time, the performance overall is better than I would have expected. So yeah, honestly, if you're an intermediate or beginner 2x2er, and you need to get a 2x2, and you like the idea of the tiles, I definitely could recommend this puzzle to you. For $13, not a bad deal. If you take a look inside the puzzle, the first thing you'll notice are these GAN kind of GES style tensioning nuts. They look a little bit smaller than the ones you might find in a 3x3, so they probably won't be interchangeable, although it would be cool if they did sell like different elasticities so you can change the strength of the springs. I do have a GAN tensioning tool here, so let's go ahead and see if we can take the cube apart. I think this one will probably be too big to fit on that nut. Yeah, you see that doesn't do anything. So there are different sizes. Maybe the medium one will work. Yep, there we go. That one fits on there perfectly. So let's go ahead and take this cube apart and look at the inside. And there we go. The thing kind of popped off there. So we can go ahead and pull this side off. Maybe a couple pieces at a time. The centerpiece doesn't seem to want to come apart. I think that might be because of the alignment mechanism. Oh yeah, you can see the little notches here on these three centerpieces, which kind of keep them all hooked together, which keeps the inner layer in alignment. As you can see, some of these edge pieces have kind of hooks on them, which stick into these special centerpieces. Anyway, the core looks just like a GAN core, just like you'd expect. But these edge pieces, they actually look pretty unique compared to most 2x2 cores that I've seen, which I guess contributes to the unique feel of this puzzle. It's kind of interesting to see on these corner pieces, there's kind of just like a big smooth back wall, where normally it would just be hollow space, where this edge kind of rubs up against the piece, which I guess probably contributes to that really smooth Rubik's plasticky type feeling. But at the same time, I think they did a good job of keeping friction to a minimum, because it still is pretty fast. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back to putting this cube back together. Anyway, it's really nice to see the Rubik's brand branching out for once and making some cubes that aren't terrible, some cubes that you might actually consider a speed cube. Even if they have to partner with one of the biggest speed cubing companies to make it, I think it's still a good step in the right direction for the company. I know their target audience definitely isn't speed cubers like us, it's more of just the general population, and if they wanted a 2x2, I'd say this is a good choice. Overall, you won't have to worry about like pieces popping out or like corner twists. Okay, maybe a little bit of corner twist, but you won't have to worry about the stickers ever coming off. They're very durable. Overall, for non-cubers and beginner, maybe even some intermediate cubers, this is definitely a cube for you, and I think that's definitely what the Rubiks brand was going for with this cube, and I'm very glad to see that. Anyway, if you want to check out this puzzle, I'll leave a link to where you can buy it in the description down below. It's only $13 at theCubicle, which I think is a pretty reasonable price for what this cube is. If it sounds appealing to you from my description of it, then go ahead and check it out. I think it's a good deal, even if you want to do a little bit of speed cubing on it. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed or learned something, and I'll see you guys next time.